Hello, everybody, and I forgot Lucas. Oh my god. Lucas is invisible and not there, and
I'm invisible. Can you see me?
there you are. Okay. I fixed it. I go away for a week and then I forget how to do everything. Apparently, we did like all of our like pre-show setup, and I just forgot to check if Lucas was on the screen. So, hello everybody. I am Alex Florez, aka Kamisazi, joined here in voice, mind, body, and soul, and now visage by Lucas is right.
That's
How
me.
you doing, Lucas?
Dude, I am happy you're back. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun streaming. You know, me and Half Dork had our stream. That was a lot of fun. I did a stream by myself. That was a lot of fun. I did a stream with Panda. That was a ton of fun.
I was there for
that.
But
I'm happy you're back, man. I'm really happy you're back.
I'm glad to be back. I do miss doing this when I don't do it. It's a lot of fun. All right. So, we had some tweets that we wanted to check out before we get playing games. The Sandbox tweeted out, "We want to see more of your work in Game Maker version 0.8. Don't forget to submit your short, max 30-second videos for this week's Friday highlight. Submit here by March 31st. That is Friday. At 8 a.m. UTC. So early in the day Friday. There's a form link there. Optional theme, design an interesting event using the new crowd event feature. So if you haven't checked those out before, there's a little... Is there a tutorial here with that? Or is this just... It's just showing other features. Crowd event. Well, it's in there. You have to make sure that you open up the multiplayer behavior. Maybe if we have time at the end of the stream, maybe we'll crack open 0.8 and I'll show you how to set one of those up.
Okay.
So crowd events, you have to use the multiplayer filter to see the multiplayer behaviors, because now we have the single player multiplayer kind of divided in Game Maker 0.8. Do a crowd event, which can be something like a message being sent, which could be connected to anything. Like you could have people pressing a button, or you can have it be an emote. You can use multiple things to complete a crowd event, so you could have multiple dances and different sequences and stuff. You get all sorts of cool stuff with it. So we'll check that out real quickly at the end of the stream, and maybe you can set one up and show people what you got. So here's the tweet here.
It's pretty cool. So it's got the hashtag Friday highlight in it. And it was one of the things we were going over on Saturday was the screenshot Saturday. And so it seems like the Sandbox is starting to come out with these little hashtags here and there that'll draw some attention to people that are putting in the work and putting in the effort and, you know, building some beautiful stuff. So,
you know, actually, let's do it right now before I want to play Helldiggers today, but let's do the little tutorial right now before I forget, before we get distracted doing other things and before it gets too late. Because it's not too hard for the initial setup, so we'll just make it happen real quick.
I like it a lot.
While we're waiting for 0.8 to load up, there is another tweet. Hive,
this one's exciting.
HYVE, says, "We have a surprise today that requires no introduction. For all the metaverse enthusiasts that want to keep on building, we are integrating sand as a payment option. Hive and the Sandbox game are partnering up. Read more here." And this, Lucas, what do you know about this? What can you tell us about this? Because you read this before I did.
I did. So I'm getting a little tongue tied, and that's due to the excitement. What we're seeing here is just another option to pay and be paid. And I believe it revolves around building in the metaverse. And so if you have a project, if you have a company, if you have a crew, and you guys are looking for a way to accept or send payments, this is another way to do that. I haven't dove too deeply into Hive yet, but one of the things that I see here is every week I see more announcements of sand being on a new exchange or listed in a new area or accepted as a new form of payment in a different way. And it's just the amount of real world tangible utility for this token, it seems to be growing and growing and growing every single day. And this is just another rung in the ladder that's going to bring us to the place that we want to be with Sand. So seeing this partnership is, like I said, it's just exciting. It's nice to see that we can accept and send payments in multiple ways just using Sand alone.
Nice. Well, I did paste the tweet link in the chat so people can check that out and read the article that has a lot more details. I'm seeing a lot of welcome backs from people. Hi Hoddle, hi Sparky, hi everybody else. Thank you for the well wishes. Jazz.
One other thing I would like to throw out there real quick, sorry to interrupt there, is when I look at Hive, I think of it, from my initial readings on it, it looks something similar, very similar to Fiverr.
Okay.
So think about that when you're thinking about
Fiverr
this,
with crypto.
Fiverr with crypto, exactly.
So it's more like a 0.0 Fiverr, probably. So.
Oh, Alex, you and your puns. I missed those.
Escape Room Artist says, G to the MAE, awesome Alex and luxurious Lucas.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I don't know how luxurious I am, but I'm going with it.
So while I was at GDC, I was putting together this little hub. Now, I cannot take credit for the bulk of the building in here because this is actually a template in the Game Maker that you can grab. It's got this little central island, all this beautiful underwater stuff going on, and it's got this cabin already set up. So it's a nice little place. But I decided to build this little underwater land bridge, so that way I could place my Ape Harbor dock and speedboat. Which
it's pretty sweet looking boat there.
I love this thing so much. I've got this in different colors also, but I like the red one the best. So Ape Harbor is a I don't know what the prices are like on it now, but last I checked, they were still pretty affordable. But they did like a burning event where if you like bought some of their boat NFTs and then burned them, you would get the Sandbox asset. And I'm like, I need all of them. So
all of them.
So I've also got this in black and silver.
Some people want multiple colors of shoes. Alex wants multiple colors of speedboats because he is a classy gentleman. Thank you very much.
I mean, they look so nice, don't they? Even the interiors. I never noticed the interiors are different too.
They are pretty rad though. That black one.
Yeah, I like all these. So, and this is a cute little boat that comes with the template. It's like a bucket.
Oh, neat.
And some jars put together as like a float, and
makeshift raft.
It's got a spear and a sign for like a rudder and an oar. Yeah, it's actually really cute, and I kind of like this.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I set up some other stuff on here. I added a crab to this island, which is going to be where our crowd event is.
The island is going to be where the crowd event is with the crab.
Yep, this little island off here. We got Wizzy the Orange hanging out, who is going to be getting minted real soon here. I've just been very busy with things, but we're going to get Wizzy the Orange distributed ASAP. We've got a little alchemy workbench thing going on here, and also, I don't know if anybody's demoed this before, or if maybe people don't have access to it, but
they don't have access to it.
Yeah, you can do video streaming, which is pretty sweet. So I had that in there.
That is super. I don't want to say anything inappropriate, but I think the proper word is sexy. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah, that's super sexy.
So this is the council's logo, this orb, and well, it's an orb. It's really a crystal cube, but it's like a crystal ball, and I like to ponder the orb. So this is a blocky version of it, and I just added the GDC logo in there.
I like it.
Rendered in Magic of Voxel, composited in After Effects. Yeah, whole complicated process to make that work, but I wanted to make a POAP of this, so I did actually run a little POAP thing, and those should be getting, everybody who did a screenshot for this POAP should be getting that tomorrow. The links should be getting sent out, so people can claim those POAPs. And then we got some secrets underground, underwater. You gotta find those things. And yeah, let's check out the crowd event real quick. So let's see what it looks like.
The secrets were
maybe
they're very golden.
Yeah. Also, the Pixeltons now have avatars, and these guys are just super cute. Joe told me about these like 2 years ago. I was like, they're these little pixel art guys, and they do a little dance, and they all look different. They all have unique names and stuff. They're super cute. Totally.
Is that one's name
that.
Ron Swanson?
I don't remember his name actually.
It's like a Ron Swanson.
But they just activated the avatar bridge. The original creator of this project went through the whole process of making the bridge happen, and they look awesome.
They really do.
I also added a time warp so we can where's the moon? There
what? You space wizard, you.
So if we go over
nice
to our little island, we can see what the crowd event looks like. So the crab says, "Clap for me."
It's a very demanding crab.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
So we have to clap for the crab. And we hold down our emote wheel. There's little instructions at the top. Hold T to select the clap emote.
Oh, wow.
We clap.
So many emotes.
Yeah, 0.8 really shows off all the emotes pretty well. And now we have completed our clap event, and we get a special effect as we run around. It's pretty spiffy.
That's wonderful.
Now, I think there's a bug because I have it set that this effect is only supposed to last for 60 seconds. And it just keeps going. It never stops. So
it's so wonderful that it just doesn't want to stop.
Yeah, it can't stop, won't stop, is never gonna stop. So
yeah. Does that make you swim faster? Because it feels like that makes you swim faster.
It does not. We actually swim pretty fast by default.
Okay.
And can we be a pirate? We should be able to equip all this stuff, but I've never seen it on a small human before, so let's see.
Can we be a pirate? I mean,
I think we could be a pirate.
First things first, privateer, not pirate.
Oh no, this is definitely pirate.
Pirate has such a negative connotation to it, though.
Okay, it doesn't look like it shows up because he's on the smaller template.
Okay.
But he still gets the weapons, though. Looks pretty awesome.
Nice.
All right, so how did we set that up? So we've got our crab. And I've set it with just a regular speaker component, where that's how the crab says "clap for me," and he looks at the player. That's been that way for a long time, I think since 0.6. So that's a pretty standard speaker component going on there. And then we got an indicator saying to begin celebration, interact. So we know what to do as a player when we walk up to him. It's got a little button on him. Then his behavior is the multiplayer crowd event. So make sure that all the behaviors and components have that little multiplayer MP tag on them. So we display the title, which is the big flashy banner that goes across the front. It says "Clap for the crab." The message to start that event is interact. So when we interact, which is what the game tells us to do with the crab, that's what starts the event. You could have any message start that event. You could even have it start at the beginning of the game if you wanted. It's, however you want that crowd event to begin. So in this case, we have interact. Total points goal is what that bar across the top is. So we set that to 50. Auto progression, you can set that to true or false. So auto progression means that that bar will fill up whether the player interacts or not. So what I would recommend is if you're building a game that has multiple crowd events, maybe the very first one has auto progression, because new players who have just joined your game may not understand what they're supposed to be doing. So the auto progression lets the bar fill up either most of the way or all the way, however much you want, because we're going for total points of 50, and points every 5 seconds is 10 points, and we have the event lasting for 50 seconds. So those numbers line up to where this will complete on its own, whether a player does the clapping or not. But then later on in your game, if you want to make it more challenging, you could have auto progression off, or have it not complete all the way, because you would hope by the end of your game the players are more familiar with the concept, and they will engage with the emotes or whatever you have them do. You can change the color on the text where it says clap for the crab. By default it's white. Reward VFX. This is where you can pick what effect will happen when the event is successfully completed. In this case, I picked Trail Rainbow and have apply VFX to participants. So everybody who does the clap gets the Trail Rainbow. You can also apply VFX in range. So players who are present in a certain area around the event could also get the VFX, whether they clap or not, I think. VFX duration, seconds, that's the part where it runs for a minute and then it still keeps on going. So I don't know what's up with that. Offset and rotation, those can apply to the VFX. Some VFX have different properties that you can change with that. So that just positions it nicely with them. I think offset of 1 vertical is typical for a normal sized avatar. Then emote point sources. This is how you... I'm losing my voice already. What's going on here?
You were gone for a while. You had a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I mean, I did enough talking. It's not like I don't know. Anyway, so we've got emote point sources. Element 1, and you can add multiple elements. Instructions, I told it to say hold T to select the clap emote. Source type is set to emote. This can be emote or message. Points, so for every time you clap, it does 5 points. So I think if you did like a different emote, it would possibly have different timing. So like if you do the breakdance emote, that animation's a lot longer than clapping. So that's something to consider when choosing those points. Actually, no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong, because frequency rate is the next thing. Generates points each second the emote is played. So every 2 seconds while you're clapping, 5 points are generated in that bar. So if we were to start the event and not clap, the event would complete on its own, because I have this duration set for 50 seconds. That's how long the event asks for that particular emote. But if I do participate in the clapping, the event completes faster, and I also get the reward because I participated in the event. Any player can start the event by interacting with the crab, and all players in the event area will see the event at the same time. So there should be a proximity thing. Maybe if we edit logic, we'll see some more options here. Event range is 10 meters. So if I run out of the range of this event, I will not see it anymore. So say I interact with the crab, and then I swim away as fast as I can. And see, I don't have the event up on my screen anymore. But as I come back closer, I can see that the event is still progressing without me. I run away, it all disappears. So players who are not near the event won't be affected by it. And the event completed, but I didn't get the rainbow trail because I never clapped for the crab because I am a bad person. So,
He's off having like a crab roast, and so the crab was like, "No, thank you.
Yeah,
You murdered my
I was
family. I'm
like,
not going to give you rainbow powers now."
we're making crab cakes. They're going to be delicious. I'll clap for that. We can brew a potion over here. Now this one auto progresses on its own. There's nothing that I need to do with this one. So this one's set up a little different, and then I get a galaxy trail.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Will this one reset itself, or is it just the rainbow one that stays on for infinity?
No, it seems like all of them stay on. All the ones I tried never seem to go away, so I think it's just a bug. So yeah, and actually, if I do clap for the crab,
what'll happen then?
I get both.
What? Do it right now.
I'm working on it.
You faster. I need to see both of them.
You can see the 10 pop up. That's the every 5 seconds, and then the 5 popping up was coming from me. All right, so now I've got a rainbow galaxy. They kind of interact with each other.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Does the rainbow trail just last longer than the galaxy one? Is that why it seems like the galaxy one is being trailed by the rainbow one almost?
You know, the properties are not super user facing. Gotcha. So like you can tweak certain aspects of these VFX when you apply them as a behavior. And so you can see more, like if I click on this palm tree here and I say we want it to be a VFX and we want to do rainbow trail, and remember there's 5 pages of these. There's a lot of different ones. But if I type in trail, there's dollar trail, dust trail, weed trail, sword trail, trail electric, trail fire, trail galaxy, trail rainbow, trail weed. I don't know how that's different from weed trail, but
one trail's weed and one's weed's trail.
Sure. So VFX attributes, the trail rainbow only has global scale and brightness as possible properties that we could add. So then you can change those. So if I say like global scale is 5, and then I preview, and then I can, oh, that's a star trail, not a rainbow trail. That's not the VFX I put on it.
Gotcha. Huddle Hill says maybe one of them is smoke, and maybe she's right. Maybe like the weed trail is like a smoke trail, and then the trail weed is like actual flat, like weed leaves, yeah, or something like that, or vice versa.
Oh, you know, I think it's because my brightness is set to 0. That's why.
What do you have against brightness?
No, I just hadn't turned it on. I hadn't added a number. There we go. So now we got a rainbow there. So global scale, I can make that bigger. Let's make it like 20. Well, I guess it doesn't make that big of a difference. It is pretty large though. All right, so let's undo all that. All right, so so what we did for the crab, I already explained what we did for the crab, so you can just rewind the video if you need a reminder on that. But our VFX, we only have the offset, the position to the player, and the rotation, which can affect, like the line by default for the rainbow is kind of vertical to our character. We could rotate like what angle it's at on the character. But for the galaxy one up here that we did for brewing the potion, we use a different method for completing the event. So event title is brewing potion. Message to start is interact. That's all the same. Let's go ahead and edit logic so we see all the details. Event target is everyone in range. The event range is 5 meters. Now, total points I set only to 10, so it doesn't take very long to have it autocomplete. And it gets 5 points every 5 seconds. So it should take 10 seconds because it's doing 5 points twice in 5 seconds. And it's like maybe hard to describe with words the math, but every 5 seconds we're getting 5 points. So that happens twice in 10 seconds. We get 10 points. Our goal of 10 points completes. If we go down to the emote point sources, element 1 says brewing potion. Source type is message, and message is set to none. So this way we can see the message saying, like, if we don't have any emote point source, it doesn't work right. Like, you need to have some sort of the only way you have duration of time for the event is here, this duration, these 11 seconds.
Okay.
Because you'll notice that there's no other place that says an amount of time here. Like, we have total points of 10, but this event would start and then immediately finish because there's no duration. Like, if I set this to 0, well, actually, it defaults to 1, so you can't even set it to 0. But if you remove this element, I think it puts in a blank element back in its place. Like, if I was to delete this, it would just go like, no, you have to have it. But having the source be a message with the message of none and 0 points means that the player doesn't have to do anything. It just completes on its own.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one way, like, we already have the timer behavior, but this is a way that you can, like, kind of give a visual timer to a player. It's granted very flashy, and it applies to all players. So anybody in this 5 meter range starts to brew a potion, and everybody is helping with that potion being brewed, and it just completes all on its own. Like that. So those are 2 different ways that you can make a crowd event. You can make a crowd event literally anything that has a message play. So you could have a crowd event being like, hey, you all have like 30 seconds to find the hidden treasure. And you have like 5 treasure chests like around the map. And then all the players have to scramble to find the treasure chests and open them. And opening each of those treasure chests, you would turn off auto completion. And then each treasure chest that opens gives points to that that crowd event, which would then complete it and give everybody,
points.
Yeah, fireworks around their head or something. And you can have other things happen with the crowd events, like you can have a message send. So like edit logic.
Can't stop yawning all of a sudden. I promise I'm not tired or bored.
So there's the message to start. You can also cancel the event with a message if you wanted for some reason, like somebody does something they're not supposed to that makes the event fail. Like safely guard the I don't know, the baby penguin, and then somebody decides to throw it off the ice cliff. Then that could cancel the event. And then success message or failed message. So success message could mean literally anything happens in the game because of the success message. You could change the time of day. You could have a different song start. You could have some story event start because of the success message. Failed message. You could have some other progression in the story happen. So this crowd event really unlocks a lot of possibilities for doing collaborative quests. We still don't have combat for multiplayer, but you could definitely do like a boss fight with this, because you could have a monster. The crowd event is to destroy the monster, and you need to shoot cannons at it. So you have little animated decorations. Players run up, interact with the cannon, it shoots the cannon off, and the bar that's progressing is the damage level for the boss. And if you successfully do all the damage to the boss, then victory, you win. Everybody gets a special item, or high five animation plays or something. You could do all sorts of things with it, and then if they fail, I don't know, give them a game over or something. Don't do game overs, and don't do game overs in multiplayer, because nobody likes that.
Everybody leaves because one person didn't get a high five.
Yeah. Maybe we've got plans for Saturday already, but maybe we'll set up some sort of boss fight or something. We got lots of stuff we can do with this. So yeah, so definitely check out the crowd event, go wild with it, see what kind of messages you can make complete. Like emotes is kind of what it was designed for. Mm-hmm. Because we want to make it as part of like concert experiences. So you doing like the Snoop Dogg season or something, all the viewers can dance and activate a special effect from the dance that they're doing to the music. But because we can do messages, you can do basically anything with this, which is really cool. I'm pumped to see what people figure out with crowd events.
Yeah, I think everybody that's been here for more than a month is excited for the crowd event side of thing. I mean, we've all been screaming for multiplayer since day one, so...
And now everybody can work on it, which is exciting.
It's super exciting.
All right, so now we're going to check out Helldiggers. Somebody said it's very long, and I've got 15 minutes left, so... I don't have to. I don't have a hard leave, but my wife's making something really good for dinner. So
nice. We do have one question while you're loading that up.
It is already loaded. I've been here the whole time.
Never mind then. This question can just beat it.
Go ahead and ask the question.
From Skyhand110 over on YouTube. Question: since we cannot create experiences that exceed our land size, can the sandbox extend the height of the maps to 256 or even 512 meters? I think the current height is 128 meters, and that is the correct height for current land size. But yeah. I know my answer for this. I'm interested in hearing your answer.
Okay, so
my answer is no, it can't be extended.
Yeah, there's no plans to extend it, because then the question would be like, well, why can't you extend it in other dimensions too? So the size that was always stated is 96 by 96 by 128. That's everybody who bought a land, whether they paid attention or not, was agreeing to work in those size limitations. Oh, you can just go through the back of that. Okay. The size limitation, I think, inspires some creativity for how we can do things. And I think people can already do a lot with the 128 height cap. The thing is, if you have a 1x1, having a taller ceiling is also maybe a little daunting. Not that should be a limit, but I think the size works out nicely for a lot of people. And really the main reason for keeping it is like that's what everybody agreed to. And as a land buyer myself, like I knew that was going to be the size of what I was getting. And I'm not going to expect it to change for any reason.
Yeah. I've seen. I always go back and reference this as just like that pivot point for me in the sandbox. And Touche with Touche Studios with the Fungi Kingdom. Like he put so much into that 1x1. I mean, it's nuts. Every square inch of that place is utilized. It doesn't look busy. It doesn't look crowded, but it does look like there's a lot going on because there is. He maximized every square inch. And so if you need more space, then I challenge you to be a little more efficient and effective with the space that you already have, because like I said, that 1x1 was cram packed full of amazing. It was like a flood of awesome straight to the brain.
Yeah, and there's also a lot that you can do to change what's in your map. Especially now that we have presets working, you can change out the contents of a room. And like you could make like a magic elevator where like you walk in, doors close, the room changes, you walk out, and you're in a different space. That's totally possible.
Yeah, presets really changed the game when it came to maximizing the efficiency of the space available even more. Do you have to code?
No,
you do not.
This is a zero code. You actually can't code in this right now. It's not particularly urgent, but we have had on the roadmap for a long time the desire to add in visual scripting, where you get to kind of make like a flow chart and say like, oh, this happens, then that triggers this, and this does this. But right now there's no coding involved. You just you can have objects send messages to each other. So object A will ask object B to do some sort of action, or spawn an item or destroy an item. There's lots of tutorials for that if you check out Cyber Dragon, and who else is making Touche, Half Dork. There's lots of check out check out the Sandbox game on YouTube, and you should be able to find lots and lots of tutorials.
Oh yeah, let's play this game.
All right, Ferryman of the Stick says, "Greetings, Helldigger. Welcome to hell." Wait, what? Am I dead? I never tire of that question. Do not fear, you are not dead. At least not yet. But what am I doing here? I know what you're thinking, but do not worry, no harm will befall you. You have been summoned to this island by the great Mammon. He believes you have great potential in hell. I don't care, how can I get back home? Alas, you cannot return home right now. You must first meet the great Mammon. The ferryman suddenly lowers his voice. Find the entry of his lair. It is located near Mammon's prison. He's very secretive about that one. Crying Hellion says, Are you really real? I beg you, can you help me? I have lost everything. All I possessed was taken from me by the judge in this horrible place. Hell. Please, can you put me out of my misery? Make it quick and painless. Why are you looking at me like that? I beg you, kill me! I can't live like this anymore. Wow.
Jesus, this game got dark quick. It went from 0 to like 600.
It's a good thing we're not monetized. Exhausted imp. Impossible to tell what this imp did to provoke such punishment, but he looks a little worse for wear.
I thought you were saying the imp said it's a good thing we're not monetized. I was about to say, it's a really weird thing for someone in hell to say.
This tormented one fixes his eyes on the horizon. What might this pitiful being see in the distance? Are there other islands to explore in this infinite expanse of lava? Well, there does... Whoops. At least we're fireproof. There are these
Big
columns,
plus.
which I feel can take us somewhere.
They're asking you to travel. They're saying, hey, come check us out. We might bring you to a secret room full of ice cream and donuts.
Come to hell, we have cookies.
I mean, I feel like there's some people that would work on.
There we go. There does not seem to be much here. Oh, there's like doors. So there's definitely stuff underground. There's like, not doors, windows. I know what things are.
Me, I'm Alex. Me, I'm much smart.
The cookies are stale and there's no milk. Oh no. No,
that
the
is
torment.
Hell. That is hell.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, we can peek.
Huh? Oh.
Wait. I saw something. Is there a passage here? Maybe not. All right. Well, we're going off the beaten path because it's me.
Okay.
Because it's me. So let's find out. Enchained Hellion. No, I can't end up like this. This cursed judge is much too powerful. Nobody can prevail against her. You, yes you, who witness my torment, flee while there is still time before you suffer her divine wrath. Farewell, stranger. Don't end up like me.
Like me?
Like me. Decomposing tormented one.
I feel like this is a good game. I do. But I feel like it's way better with your voices.
I would be up to doing some voice acting. I've never actually done it except for my daughters for bedtime stories. So that's been my practice.
Tons of experience.
Yeah. You should get out of here before these screams blow your eardrums. Oh, because his speech bubble. That's the sound he's making. I'm gonna give myself an aneurysm though doing that.
Let's avoid.
Aggressive Helldigger. Hey you, come here.
That's pretty aggressive.
I bet you, miserable Helldigger, can't beat me at the crazy wild race. Come on, don't be shy, you pitiful Helldigger. See you upstairs. Am I starting here? I don't know. Where we?
You accepted the challenge. Do it. Finish it. Go.
I can't look up, so I don't know exactly where we're going. Oh no, that's I can't make that jump. Finish the crazy wild race.
Mr. Furious X asks, when Kamisaze sound pack for the Sandbox? We can call it Bedtime with Alex. No, wait. Never mind. There you go.
Loser! Once again, I am victorious. Nobody can beat me, not even Mammon. You leave him to his gloating, knowing... Oh, wait, that's italicized. You leave him to his gloating, knowing these will probably be his last words.
Oh, wow. You're about to die. Bye, Felicia.
Like, I'm not worried about you.
You were mean to me once, so I'm gonna let you get murdered.
Imp in agony. Is she dying?
No, she's just got, stomach pains. She ate some bad fish.
Oh, what's this? You find a lost outfit drying under the demonic temperature of hell. But we can only leave it. We can't take it. All right,
Why?
Did we talk to everybody over here?
That's just cruel. Now I know we're in hell because you're finding interesting things, but you're like, I can't take it. Not Jackie Chan says Under the Covers with Alex. I feel like that's a good album name right there.
That's my acoustic album.
Got it.
I don't know if that looks too tall to jump. I'm wondering if I can climb this. Nope. Is it a dead end?
Zayon asks, are there any more sound effects in Game Maker to be added?
So
seems like
custom
a
audio
pretty-
is on its way. It's
Yeah.
already working actually. So the way that I uploaded that custom video clip for the oh, I can jump it.
Did you
The way
have to
I
coyote
uploaded
jump it?
it wasn't even a coyote jump. It was just a regular jump.
Mm.
It was just it was closer than I thought. It's sometimes hard to tell with this perspective.
But you were saying custom audio. It's already been uploaded. Video you did.
Yeah, so it's the same process. There's right now it's only available to certain developers, but you can upload video MP4 and MP3 files, which will then show up in the Game Maker for you. So you can set them. I think by default right now they upload as private, so only the person who owns that item can actually see it because like it's connected to your account.
Okay.
But we do plan on opening that up to everybody. There's just issues of like storage, like the hosting basically, and figuring out how exactly we're going to do that. Make that available to everybody. So, but you should be able to do tons of custom audio, and I'm guessing we're probably going to have more built-in sound effects as well. I feel like that's a safe bet. All right, did we go out this way yet? Crucified Hellion. You notice a demonic corpse crucified on its own bones. A crater surrounds the remains, as if lightning had struck hundreds of times in the same place. The closer you stand to this grim cadaver, the more you feel a powerful magical aura in the air. Yeah, that's called static electricity, and you want to move. Gargoyle Guardian of the Crypt. Leave this accursed place before it destroys your wretched soul. Only wise words will let you continue this way. Find the wise words to enter the crypt. Okay. Oh, there's a cave of some sort here. Whoa. Oh, and there's a hole down into the lower areas. Diary of the Tormented. You spot what appears to be a tattered logbook. Some pages have been burned, but the others seem like they have been devoured by some hungry beast. Part of the book is still readable, despite the erratic scrawl. Day 2. I still do not know where I am, but I have realized one thing. My body is deteriorating. I'm losing more hair, accelerating my inevitable baldness. My teeth are crumbling and my breath is ragged. Only a weak gurgle escapes my throat, leaving me in excruciating pain. Day 4. I now have a better understanding of my surroundings, though it almost cost me my life. Life is crossed out. I have to watch out.
They're already dead, so.
I have to watch out for the lava field. The angel-like entity doesn't seem interested in me or any of the other living dead who look just like me. The hunger pangs are more intense, as if my stomach is trying to eat itself, and these other aimless bodies wandering around make my mouth water. I must resist. Day 7. I still blame myself, but I had no other choice. The universe is punishing me again and again for what I have done, and still I need to eat. My heartbeat is stronger, but it no longer sounds like a human heartbeat. My vision is getting blurry, and I feel like I'm losing my mind. The longer I stay here... I feel like I'm losing my mind the longer I stay here. What is happening to me? Day 10. Me weird. Me don't feel pain. Flesh good. But souls are exquisite. I need more souls. Souls are strength. I need more souls. I need more souls. I need more souls. The last page is written in blood. I need more souls. Souls, 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 souls.
You ever watch Simpsons?
Like 25 years ago.
There was an episode where they did a spoof on The Shining, and this part right here specifically reminds me of it. It was no TV, no beer, make Homer go something something. And one of the other people you go crazy, and he goes, "Don't mind if I do." And it just it's like a 30-second bit of him just losing his mind, and it's wonderful. And the souls part just reminded me of that.
So I thought I saw like an interaction with a gargoyle in here, but now I can't find it because I cannot see. I may be mistaken. Mr. Furious X asks, was that just a perfect Homer impersonation? I believe so.
I don't think so.
It was pretty good. At least
I
remember Homer sounding like from 25 years ago.
Well, I appreciate that.
Ooh, there's somebody buried here. All right. Do we want to keep exploring the top, or do we want to descend?
Descend.
Descend?
Mm-hmm.
We can descend. I mean, there's a... Wait, you're in here?
Yeah, I logged in.
You're doing the Mad Balls animation, but you're
in the avatar? Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's so amazing, like just bouncing around in this suit. Like, oh, look at me. I'll jump up and down.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. The Mad Balls,
the first thing... Sit. You gotta sit.
Oh yeah, the head comes off.
Yeah.
It's perfect for this level. Like on Wednesday, the first day you were gone, I explored the Mad Balls event because I was super excited for that experience.
Yeah.
And I got to work my way through all the animations, and I realized that they're all unique and new to the Mad Ball. Not all of them, but most of them are unique and new to the Mad Balls.
Yeah.
And it was just so amazing. Like, it was like one shock after another, and I really enjoyed it.
That was a much further drop than I expected.
But you found it. You said you wanted to descend, and you descended it.
I descended it all the way.
Descended it.
There's an impfish cellar. There's a lot going on in here. There's also more people in here than I expected. There's 23 players right now.
Nice.
In this instance, there may be other instances, but it's nice when you like go into a space and you see it's like populated with humans.
It really is. I'm showing that it says instance count 1 right now, but I think there's more and it's just not showing up.
So this actually reminds me a lot of RuneScape in a good way. Like because RuneScape had a sort of fixed view angle. I think you could adjust it. Like you could kind of like zoom in and out and it would like change the angle a little bit. But for the most part, you could just spin the camera around and it would stay kind of fixed like this. And I actually, the space that you can explore here combined with that view angle just reminds me a lot of the kind of open top design that RuneScape has. I dig this. So I don't think we have time to go through all of this today. There's a lot of characters to talk to in here.
There really is.
And I want to talk to all of them. So maybe we'll continue this on Saturday.
Okay.
So much gold. Gold and lava and is that Mammon? Good grief. Let's talk to Mammon.
That is such a cool asset.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, I was just gonna say I know we talked about doing. And I always blank on the experience. 1 second. Let me pull this up.
The Chinese one?
Chongqing Underground City. I know we talked about doing that one on Saturday. I played through that entire thing and it took me less than an hour. So very conceivably, I could see us doing finishing this and doing all of that and being fine on time.
Okay. All right, and we can maybe make the Saturday stream a bit longer. It's already been a day today.
Yes.
All right, let's go talk to Mammon real quick though. See what he wants. This is like such great placement of the view too. Like they knew exactly where they wanted to put those chandeliers and chains to like get this view.
Is there more than one Helldiggers event or experience in this event?
I think this is the only one for now. Let's see, where's the...
Because Halfdork and I played a Helldiggers experience, and I feel like it was different.
Oh, maybe. Is there another one?
You were like... There was like a bunch of chefs. And... Not a bunch of chefs. That sounds like I'm describing the Gordon Ramsay
Kitchen.
one. Yeah.
Oh, Helldigger's Purgatory of Gluttony. There's another
There you go. Okay, that's the one we played. So
Okay.
I'm excited. When you logged into
There's
this, I was like,
three. There's Helldigger's Bastion of Apathy.
No.
There's so much
Dang.
Helldiggers. I've been waiting so
much.
long for Helldiggers. I thought the Omega closed. Is it back open again? Oh no, it is closed. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's not. I was told to play the Omega, that it was really, really good, and I missed it. So it is.
I'm the one who told you that.
Well, apparently it's open for this event. There's so many like good-looking experiences right now.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to explore the new Ledger one too. I've
been pumped for Helldiggers for a long time. From the first time I saw Belphegor on the marketplace, I was like, "This is awesome." And now there's 3 games. I've been waiting like almost a year now, I think, for Helldiggers to come out, and I was like, "Bam! Here's all the Helldiggers," and it's a bit overwhelming. All right, so let's talk to Mammon, and we'll end with whatever this is, unless something interesting happens. Mammon, the monarch of greed. Who let thee enter my palace? Thou art here to steal my precious treasure.
That's fair.
Oh, is that all he says? That's all he says. I thought there was going to be a longer conversation here.
I mean, that's fair.
All right. So we need to do a giveaway, though.
Oh, we didn't.
Yeah, we need to do that. And we're going to give away a couple POAPs as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to give away 2 POAPs along with the regular hat giveaway. So we'll run around until we're done with the giveaway. What is this? You find a lost accessory warmed by the heat of the nearby lava. Leave it. What? Organized imp. The imp appears to be counting the number of artifacts in this room. What a crappy job. Package label. Number 142500412. Bastion of Sloth. Recipient, Mammon.
Efficient.
I mean, what would hell be without a bureaucratic, obsessive organization system?
I mean, it would be chaos, and nobody wants that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is hell. It's not Walmart, okay?
Didn't we? We can't be mean to Walmart. We had a Walmart experience.
Oh, did we? I apologize, Walmart.
It was the Puss in Boots one.
Was that Walmart?
That was a partnership with Walmart. Yeah. I actually haven't played that one yet.
It was really good. There was this really cool part of it where they had like a map asset on the side where you would do things and then the map itself would update, but it wouldn't look like it was really like a whole new asset. It just looked like the same asset, just a little bit altered. So it was like almost like a television, but it was supposed to be a map. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that one. Also, the Puss in Boots movie was, as we've both talked about many times,
it's
phenomenal.
Amazing. Yeah.
So good.
It's one of the better movies I've seen in recent years. And that's saying, like, it's a sequel to a spin-off of Shrek, which I love the original Shrek. I didn't really care that much for any of the sequels, but you know, the original still has an important place in my heart as a child when it came out. But But yeah, to think that like I didn't even really remember that there was a Puss in Boots movie before.
Yeah.
And then this one came out, and I was like, "Oh, cool, Puss in Boots movie." And they're like, "It's a sequel to this one." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
No, it's not, you liar.
But no, it is very good. If you get a chance to see it, I don't know if it's still in theaters, but if you get a chance to see it, you should check it out.
It's
Oh,
on. It's
Jackie
it's
Chan
streaming now.
is Jar Jar Jackie Chan is trying to get me to follow. I don't know where they are though. I ran away from them. Where'd you go, Jackie Chan? Jackie? Where are you? Ah, okay. Where we going?
I just dropped that contest form.
All right.
Have at it. We're not going to leave this open for long.
All right. Jar Jar Jackie Chan Binks is going to give us spoilers, apparently. Yeah, if you're just rolling everywhere. Oh. Oh. Treasure. Ooh. Stolen artifact. As you get ready to put the artifact in your pocket, a rumbling sound is heard, and shivers of death run through your body. Better put this treasure down before Mammon unleashes his wrath. This is the Cave of Wonders. That's a very big sword. Can I have that sword? I need another big sword.
I want it. Want it?
I need more big swords.
Obviously.
Old manuscript. Oh, this is where the wise words are. You find an ancient manuscript torn and frayed, scrawled across many pages as one single phrase repeated over and over and over again. More souls. Only the most curious will want to know what is behind the creation of avarice. What does that mean? Well, avarice is like hatred, right? Like, I'm trying to... Avarice is like one of those words that you never really use, but...
Extreme greed for wealth.
Oh, is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's like greed if greed was, juicing.
It's greed on steroids. Huddle says, AKA jelly. I don't know. It sounds more than jelly. It sounds mad jelly.
Mad jelly. Mad jelly to extremes. Extreme greed for wealth or material gains. He was rich beyond the dreams of avarice.
Suddenly, the ground begins to shake, as if the depths of hell had awakened. You feel an ancient and powerful energy, which guides you towards the outside of the palace. So I'm curious, like, what's gonna happen? Obviously, like, we have the wise words now, so we got to go talk to that gatekeeper guy, whatever his name was. Where's the chain to go back up? I don't remember. This way, I think. Here it is. But like in 0.7, we can't really change collision of stuff. So I'm wondering what will happen. Maybe it's gonna take us to a different game. It'll use like the portal feature. I can't jump anymore. I'm too tired. I don't remember what voice I did for this guy. I did too many varied voices and I don't remember what this one sounded like.
The Guardian of the Crypt, that guy was creepy sounding. He wasn't like cutesy at all. It was like Batman if he was, a crypt keeper.
Okay. Leave this accursed place before it destroys your wretched soul. Only wise words will let you continue this way. Only the most curious will want to know what is behind the creation of avarice. Finally, after many centuries, you are the first soul apart from the primordial demon Mammon to be able to pass. My purpose has now been fulfilled. Seek the truth. To go further, sink into the lava near the statue on your right, where the bones of an ancient adventurer are. You will then be able to access a ladder leading you to the truth. Okay, so they, instead of dealing with like the collision issue, they're like, bam. I saw those bones and I was curious about them, but I thought, they're probably just decorative. Because there's so many other, like, bones and stuff around.
I mean, it is hell.
What is that green thing? What is this? Is that an imp? Is there an imp tied up on... I'm not sure that's supposed to be there. Whatever that is.
Yeah, he's just hanging out, having a good time. Chilling.
No, it's not an imp. I don't know what that is.
So, wall decoration?
I suppose. Little jiggly blob of green.
Little hell slug.
I do think we need to get a few more like camera controls. So that way, instead of the camera going pop through the wall, it like, in this case, would slide closer to the player. Wait, was there something else I was supposed to do in here?
Have fun?
No, I mean, like, I thought... Oh, wait, is this a different ladder? Oh, it is a different ladder. Or there wasn't a ladder on the other one. I just dropped through. I thought the ladder was where I came down, but I'm actually climbing up through the tower here. So, oop. Oh, I can't leave that way. Wait. Can I not leave? Is that pronounced steel? S-T-E-L-E? Or is it steely?
Where are you seeing that?
It says steel or steely of Mammon. I'm not sure if you pronounce the second E or not. I've never read that word out loud before.
I would say steel.
Okay. Steel of Mammon says, under this unholy place lies Mammon, incarnation of greed. May thou dwell here for all eternity, as no punishment is enough for the betrayal thou hast committed with thy kin. Wait, wasn't Mammon the guy that we were talking to before?
I thought so. The big guy on the throne with 4 arms?
Yeah, I thought that was Mammon.
Well, this is that Steel of Mammon. It's like his cousin.
Steel is it's like a
Mammon is
like a monument. I think steel means like a monument or a sign, kind of. Where is he? I wanted to double check.
Steel means an upright stone or slab with an inscribed or sculpted surface, used as a monument or a commemorative tablet in the face of a building.
Monument.
Oh, and it's steely.
It is steely?
Steely.
Okay.
Google's telling me how to say it right now.
This does say Mammon, Monarch of Greed. Okay. Oh, this is the original prison of Mammon. Wow, this guy's...
He gets around.
Yeah. Strange noises and screams emanating from the gaping abyss.
Dive on in. Put on your bathing suit. Go head first.
It's where we already were. It feels very royal in here.
It's the red carpet. Makes you feel fancy. Yeah,
the carpet makes me feel fancy, even though there's like screams and stuff coming up through the chasm.
Can't help feeling fancy.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the Steel of Mammon and finish reading that. How's that form coming along?
I am closing it out right now.
Awesome.
Uh-oh. There we go.
All right, Steel of Mammon says, under this unholy place lies Mammon, incarnation agreed. Well, I mean, I guess technically he's below this tower, just not directly below it. Scattered between the infernal archipelago.
Archipelago. Archipelago.
This game is bringing out like vocabulary words that I've known since like middle school, but just have not said out loud for any reason. Shall the bearers of sin never gather again? Carried by the stream of the Styx, the corrupted souls following thy path are now bound to this barren land. Shall thou rule upon those who share thy flaw? This seal, I don't think that's how you spell seal, is the witness of holy wrath against the betrayers.
Yo. Claiming business.
Alright, there's no quest activated by that, so I feel like there's a lot of lore going on here that we don't know yet. Maybe if we talk to more people in here. I saw Skyhan had a question. Any plans to make standalone experiences that can run from your personal or business website as long as you own land in the sandbox? For instance, if I wanted to make an experience for kids. So sort of, it wouldn't run in your website, but you could link to the experience from your website. So just as you saw me click the play button from a page to come to here, you could have your website linked to that page. I don't know if we're going to make it so you could put the play button on your website. I think technically that would be possible, especially if you're good with website coding. You could inspect the play button element and maybe make it launch, but there may be other things running on behind the scenes on the website to make that launch correctly. And I don't think somebody would be able to play without a Sandbox account, because we've done a lot to, have your account be tied into like what your avatar looks like and the items that you own and stuff. So there's no way to play Sandbox games without being logged in. So you kind of need that whole onboarding process anyway. What if I want people without wallets to play? Well, you don't need a wallet to set up a Sandbox account. When you create a Sandbox account, it generates its own wallet in there, but you can sign up with what's it called? It used to be called Arcane. I don't know if it's still called that. There's a whole onboarding process for people to just use like their email or a social media account. So if I go, I'm in incognito mode here, so I can click sign in. Don't have an account, create one. And then you don't have to connect with my wallet. You could continue with Google or continue with Facebook. So if you have a Gmail account or a Facebook, you can do that. And basically, like I said, I think it used to be called Arcane, and I think the name might have changed, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. It's not Bitsky. But it does generate like a wallet for you, and you'll be able to use a login from that system's website. So if you use that process, you still gain control of the wallet. It skips the whole like creation of a wallet process and just kind of gives it to you.
A question for you, Alex. How did you want to do the POEP giveaway? Just from the same form?
Yep, we'll do 3 random rolls, 1 for the hat and 2 for POEPs.
Well, then we are good to go.
Yeah, the POEP winners need to have. Are people putting in a social media account, like that or like their Twitch or YouTube username? YouTube won't help. Twitch will. I need a way to contact these people to give them the link for the POAP.
Okay. Well, luckily there's only 2 winners for the POAP, and both of them are on Twitch.
Okay.
So I have their usernames. Just let me check
Great.
and make sure that they're still. There we go. Let me see. If
I can whisper to them on Twitch after the stream.
One of them is correct. Let me look at the next one. And
yeah, the POAP was technically for my trip to GDC, so people who like bumped into me could claim it. But a lot of people like didn't know what a POAP was or like weren't interested in getting one. So I have extra POAPs and I want to give some of them away. So
also everybody who filled out the form left their email address too. So even if they didn't, yeah, we have multiple ways we can contact them.
Okay.
But for the hat, congratulations goes out to Oak6 over on Twitch TV. You're the proud winner of a Wizzy's Enhanced Purple Hat. Wear it with pride, my friend. And for the POAPs, we have our first winner. I believe it's Alina Honeys over on Twitch TV. She said her favorite... I said, what or who is your favorite cartoon, movie, or cinematic robot? And they said Sleeping Beauty. Now, I don't really think she's a robot, but some of her actions may have been a little robotic, so I'll
she
allow
just
it.
went into sleep mode for a little bit there.
And then the next winner is 0x Julio FC over on Twitch TV. Congratulations to Julio and Alina. You two have won the POAP that Alex was just discussing.
What was their favorite robot?
Their favorite robot was a good one. Iron Man.
Nice. Well, I mean,
it's a person in a robot suit, but
yeah,
I'll allow it. I love robot suits.
The suit can move autonomously.
It can.
And it has an AI controlling it. So yeah, I'd say it kind of counts as a robot.
Yeah.
It's like a robot mini mech.
Wednesday and Friday, Wednesday and Friday, were they the names of the AI? I don't remember.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched Iron Man. I know there's it wasn't Jeeves, was it? That name feels too obvious. Was it Jeeves?
Jeeves was one of them at the beginning,
okay.
I believe.
The first iteration.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so those are our giveaways for the day.
All right. Well, congratulations, everybody. We will explore this a little bit further. Well, let's see what our progression was on the. Let's see if there's any more quests, because we may have completed all the quests on this one. Helldigger's Social Hub. Here we go.
So yeah,
Jarvis.
Friday was one of them. Jarvis was another one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jarvis
and Friday.
Jarvis, Jeeves are kind of like standard butler names, like for whatever reason. Like, can you imagine naming your child Jarvis? I'm sure somebody has, but it feels like you're setting them up for a life of
butlery.
Yeah, being a butler, which could be awesome.
A very dignified profession, if ever there was one.
Right. Let's see. Does it say? Oh, we got to go to this page. So this I don't know where the map is. Oh, right there. I didn't see that before. I swear this bar wasn't here last time I looked. So you can see all the French Week events.
Oh yeah, all the French. Gotcha.
But the event summary now shows EP progression. So you need 100 EP to get a French Week mystery box. Event ends in 7 days and 15 hours. This user interface is a lot clearer about like what progression you've done. And then it shows EP per experience. I've only earned 3 EP, so there's a lot more to do here. Can you imagine naming your kid Abraham? How do you know my father's name?
Ooh. You know, I have a friend who named his child Lincoln, and they call him Link, and I think that is super
That's
rad.
a good name. That is a good name.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a real good one.
I feel like so Rhett and Link, the YouTubers that have been around since the dawn of YouTube, Link isn't short for Lincoln, is it? I feel like it's short for something else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I just know phonetically it works in that situation, and I'm not gonna pull at that thread because I'm worried they're gonna stop saying it.
What about literally making your kid's middle name Danger?
One of my friends, his middle name is Danger.
Abe
Literally.
Froman was the Sausage King of Chicago. Okay. That's a really random. Why are we talking about weird names? Oh, because of Jarvis.
Yeah.
Because it's an old man name. Well, I mean, that goes in cycles, right? Like, I mean, the name Alexander's been around for a long time. It doesn't make it an old man name, but there's probably someday, you know, when my kids are ready to have kids, Alexander's going to be an old person's name because everybody named Alexander is going to be like over 40. So
Alexander will always be a classic.
Oh, Link's middle name is Lincoln. Okay, so I didn't realize it was his middle name. I knew there was something different about it where his first name wasn't Lincoln, but I couldn't remember what it was. All right, so there's still 20 more EP for me to earn in this social hub, so we will definitely be checking this out more on Saturday, I guess. And maybe I will remember what voices I did for characters. It's easy to remember the imps. Imps are easy because they're
imps.
They're whiny. Yeah.
There you go.
What is the longest name? I don't even want to know. That's because
the world's longest name or the longest name in the sandbox?
I would think in the world.
Mm.
There's a character limit in the sandbox, so.
Exactly. Makes that question real easy to answer.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. Congratulations to the winners. I'm not sure how much longer the POAP will be open for, so I may or may not give more of those away on Saturday, but we've still got Wizzy the Purple's enhanced hats, and we'll be doing other giveaways in the future, so hopefully you'll be around for that. Thank you, Lucas. Thank you, everybody.
Of course.
Have a
Bye, everyone.
great week.
Agreed.